There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. No, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. Hey, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and I'm sitting here with Kelley Parker and Geno Johnson, and we have a special guest by the name of Dale Marie. So in this video, we brought Dale Marie here to ask some kind of brand new to house flipping kind of questions. Because somebody like me, even though I might ask them questions, I have some general knowledge of like flipping houses. I am already a landlord. I've been in real estate for a while. So even though I may not flip houses like they do, and I might ask them questions, I still have some kind of general knowledge. But Dale Marie does not. She has no idea of the house flipping process or what's required or any of that. So some of you guys may be in the same kind of situation, so I think it would just be better if she was asking maybe a couple questions. So it might be some questions.
To make it easier, yeah.
Right. All right, so, yeah.
Okay, so does it require a real estate license?
To do what?
To flip houses.
To flip houses, it does not require a real estate license. There's a lot of ways to flip a house, not just remodeling it. Some people call wholesale flip. You don't need a license for that either. And most investors don't need a license to buy houses, renovate them, and sell. What you say?
Nah, you don't need a license to flip houses.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Now, if you're selling houses for someone, yeah, you do need a license. But to buy your own house and renovate it and flip it, no, you don't need a license.
Mm-hmm. So I want to know how it started.
I
want to know how y'all started. Yeah.
I mean, in a short story, I mean,
this is just amazing.
this is our first interaction with some guys who really do this.
Mm-hmm.
And how we started is we started by doing our research to see if we wanted to get into real estate. Once we did that, then we was gung-ho about getting our license. We didn't jump out, want to be investors. We got out here to really make money to feed our family. But when we started seeing who was really making the money, that's what made us do even more homework. Like, I remodel houses, I sell houses being a realtor. We buy houses, but Gene, he builds houses now. And we started out the same way as agents. And to go back to your first question, you don't need a license, but we would like you to get a license only for new people to learn the language and the laws when it comes to real estate.
Right. But the license you're referring to is like a real estate license, a seller. To
yeah,
be a real estate agent,
right? Correct.
But to actually flip houses, you don't need a license for that. But the real estate license, in order to sell real estate as an agent, allows you access to MLSs, understand the laws better.
Correct. Okay. And I'll let Gene elaborate on this more for everybody on your channel and our channel, because we get new people coming to both these channels. And that's why we created a course to teach people.
Right.
So,
yeah, the thing about getting your license is, like you mentioned, you learn the laws, you learn contracts, you learn how to run comps, and then the other thing is your network. Like, you're surrounded by people that are already doing real estate that can teach you and share a lot of stuff with you. And it's important, I think, like, if you have no real estate experience, I think it's important that you do try to seek your license. Just because it's going to put you in that space, that frame of mind, it's just going to help your learning accelerate. Just by being around other people that do this every day for a living.
Gotcha. You had another question about the money. What was the question?
Yes. How much was
this house? All right, the house that we're in right now was a duplex. It was picked up for around $150,000. The renovation budget for this house pre-COVID was $70,000. And after COVID or during COVID, I think the rental budget would be closer to $90 or $100. But being that they started pre-COVID, they saved a lot of money that and it should hit the market around 400. I mean, but the time it took to work on this house with all the conversion process from duplex to single family, COVID, permitting and everything. I mean, this house took almost a year. So you got to think about that when you factor in.
So what type of people do you attract, like buying your houses?
For this house, we get it staged like this, a real fresh feeling. We put plug-ins in to make it smell good. We try to attract anybody because it's a myth that women buy houses, men just go along for the ride. And I mean, it's a proven myth. So I don't even know if we can call it a myth. Because I know you're a homeowner. You're a homeowner. Y'all probably
a couple of them.
Y'all probably just say, "Yeah, I like it."
Yeah.
Then you might say, "Nah, I like it, but I don't love it."
Right.
And so,
Right. Yeah.
so we try to make it sexy. Everything we do, we try to make it sexy. I mean, I know you got people contacting you on your YouTube. What are some of the quick questions that they always come at you about whenever you post about real estate?
Well, they want to know if you can make money flipping houses. You know, if it's actually any money really in it. They want to know that. They want to know, it's like, how do you get started? Like, what's the first step? You know?
Right.
Because I guess it depends on where somebody is as far as the first step. But you know, of course, it should be give information.
Correct.
On what's possible, what's not possible, your finances. Are you able to do it, or do you have to like maybe find a deal and put something together and bring in somebody else who has money or something like that? So, but I just get random like even some of the most basic questions like what you were saying, like what license is required. Like they may know a real estate license, but they don't know if there's a separate license that you need. Or if you got to pull permits, who's pulling the permits and things like that. Some people don't even think about the general contractor side, or or any of that kind of stuff. So it's like it misses me because it's like what but you got to think like some people just have no idea, and the stuff that y'all can do, like to go into a house and see it like ripped apart and say, oh yeah, this will be great when I'm done. It's like most people can't even see that. So they're like, they see the finished product, or even they see the before product when they see the after. It doesn't, it's like, this don't even make sense. It's like, how did you do this? So a lot of it is just like, how is this possible? Like, what are you doing? Like, is this real? Or whatever. So it's stuff like that. But a lot of people have money and want to get into it, but they have no idea who they can contact to help them along the way.
One of the biggest problems that people have that want to get into it, that already took the step, is that they don't know how to evaluate a deal or a project, and they just go in blinded by that and overwhelmed. And that's where we come into play. Like, that's our specialty. Like, we don't look at houses for free for anyone. We charge because we know our value. So we can go in a house and tell you what it's going to need and walk out. We're not going to tell you what you should do to save money or should do to spend money. We're going to tell you what we would do. And that's it. We want to base everything off of our experience. Like, we're not going to do that. And that's why we came up with the course, to really help people learn from us to evaluate a property. And I mean, that's, out of everybody that we've ever worked with, that was their biggest downfall. They had all these people coming in giving estimates, and they don't really know themselves, so they're blinded. So our course helps everybody from wholesalers to agents to investors.
And y'all already have this course up and running?
Yes. It'll be released to the public. Like, we have it with a small study group. It'll be released to the public in about the first or second weekend in May.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And what's the name of it?
The course? It's no real name.
Okay.
Because it's a huge course.
Gotcha.
But this section is the ways to assess a rehab or a renovation or a new build.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be coming out with multiple courses.
Gotcha.
But the first course is just all about how to evaluate a property and how to get those numbers.
Gotcha.
Because there's a lot of people that teach wholesaling and how to do all these different things, but nobody's teaching how to actually evaluate property. Like you can go online and you can figure out comps in your neighborhood. Like if you look in your neighborhood, you see what stuff is selling for. You can figure out what a house is worth based on what's sold. But if there's a house in your neighborhood and it was vandalized and you need sheetrock and paint and a roof and HVAC, you may not know how to come up with those numbers. So how do you know? You know it's a good deal, but you don't know what you should buy it for because you don't even know what the renovation cost is. Right. Now, if we add that component to your knowledge and you understand what the renovation is, now you can understand, okay, if I renovate it for this much, I need to buy it at this amount because I already know I can sell it for this amount. So that's the missing component. A lot of people don't know the actual cost of the renovation. We're going to be teaching that.
Gotcha. So in case you guys don't know, because this may be one of the first times that you actually saw one of these videos on my channel, this is Kelley Parker and this is Geno Johnson. And Kelley Parker is a real estate agent, a property manager, project manager. Right. So he manages a lot of projects. This is one of the flips that he's working on right now. I'm gonna show you guys that as well. Geno Johnson is, I'm gonna let Kelley say all.
Geno Johnson is who you aspire to be.
That's the big homie.
Anything real estate.
It's the big homie.
Whether it's building, remodeling. Buying a house in a golf course community and putting a pool in your backyard. He does it all.
He'll build a whole neighborhood.
Do the whole neighborhood from townhouses to single families. I mean, this is the guy.
When I first met Gene, I think we walked through like 2 or 3 houses.
I
was really surprised because usually, people have like maybe a house that they're working on at a time. Not Gene.
2 houses across the street from each other, both pop the top. Ain't no addition going back. We going up on both of the houses.
So do you know what popping the top is?
It's like turning this house into a 2-story house.
Yeah. So
some stairs right there.
And doubling the space, the size of the house by adding a second level. So he was doing stuff like that, and I had never even heard of such a thing. Yeah. And we walked through 2 of them, and which was like, and while we were walking through them, he's talking about a neighborhood that he's about. It's like a whole subdivision he was thinking about doing. I was like, what kind of person is that?
Everything he ever said he was thinking about doing, he did it. So
it's crazy.
I mean, it started in his mind first, as it should yours.
Yeah.
If you think you can do it. Just put your cards in a row. Like, there's no way around it. Like, every time I talk to him about business, because we do have personal phone calls,
right?
Believe it or not. But all his business phone calls be so inspirational. Like, even for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I look at houses all day, every day.
Right.
But when he say what he doing or who he named with or got going on, I'm like, how?
Yeah. How? Yeah, and he's so like chill, like
Don't let it fool you. That's a Range Rover outside.
It's a Range Rover outside. He put up in a big black guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Gene, like, real cool. Both of these guys have been trying to help people since I met them. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I had somebody I knew was trying to learn about real estate, and you had all these books and stuff.
Yeah, was it the guy?
Yeah, I think it was. And he was like, yeah, man, like, I got books in there if you want to read one of the books. And he was like, man,
the crazy thing is, he left them books in the garage.
Right. That's crazy.
So I let him read the books. He's passing the knowledge.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Give them the books.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a library.
So they make the house and then they decorate it.
These guys also build from the ground. So so when we showed her that they built houses from the ground, like, wait, y'all built a whole house? It was like, build a whole house.
If this lot was level right there, they'd probably subdivide it and build on that. But
and real quick, this was a duplex that you guys turned into a single family home.
Yes.
And to do that, you had to go through zoning.
Yeah, a lot of zoning issues.
It
had 2 meters, 2 gas meters,
Right.
2. I mean, everything.
So y'all had a pretty big electrician bill kind of thing?
No,
wasn't that bad?
because we converted before we got power cut on.
Okay.
Experienced that.
Okay, cool. All right, well, right now you're watching Casino is the Name. We are going to do a walkthrough, so.
But before we go, In the link of this video, will be a link to sign up to our course early. So be ready for that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. And I'll probably just do a separate video for
The course.
walkthrough.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely got to cover the course. Because, I didn't know it was up and ready, already. So, I was waiting on that, so.
Yeah. But I had to mention it to you.
Yeah, right. So we definitely gonna cover that, but we're gonna also do a separate video right now. We can just display this amazing work that you guys have done. So,
okay.
Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really lived with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really tried. You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I called the Busted Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.